Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to your geography class once again. Now I hope you all are fine. Now students, in our last class we have discussed about the plateaus, its types and its importance, right? Today we are going to learn about the third type of landform, that is plain. So what are plains? Now if you notice, you can see that the region on which we are standing, or all our houses are constructed, like our schools, then all the railway stations such as Sialda, Howrah, and all the shopping malls like Quest Mall, South City Mall, Acropolis Mall, all these malls or all these things on which all these things are constructed are mainly known as plains. So therefore plains are the extensively flat, low-lying region or lands which are mainly or which are very fertile. That is why plain lands are suitable for agriculture. Okay. Now students, in your book there are two types of plains are given. One is alluvium plain and second one is coastal plains. Now what are alluvium plains? Before giving a definition, I need to inform you about the term alluvium. So what is alluvium? Alluvium is the mixture of clay, silt and sand, or we can call it as sediments, which are mainly brought down or carried down by the rivers from the mountainous regions. Okay, so the plains which are mainly formed by this alluvium or this alluvial soil are mainly called as alluvium plain. For example, the Great Northern Plain in India, then the Amazon Basin in South America, and the Great Mississippi Plain in North America. These are the examples of alluvium plain. Please learn at least two examples from each type of plain. Okay. Next one is coastal plain. Now what are coastal plains? The plains which are located near the coast or near to the sea are known as coastal plains. Right? For example, eastern and western coastal plain in India. Now eastern coastal plains are located in the southeastern part of India between the Eastern Ghat and the Bay of Bengal, and the western coastal plains are located in the southwestern part of India between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghat. Okay. Now next one is you need to know about the importance of plains. Why are plains important? Now plains are important because we know that plains support settlement, industries, transport and communication, right? We can easily make roads and shopping malls and settlements on the plain lands. Second point, plains are suitable for agriculture. We can cultivate any type of crop such as wheat, rice, jute, any types of crop on the plain land, because plains are mainly or plain lands are mainly formed by the fertile soil such as alluvial soil, then black soil. These are the soil. Okay. Next one is coastal plains are also useful for cultivation, then for fishing and for trade purpose. Now what is trade? Trade is like mainly the import and export, that means business, okay, through which we the term trade is mainly related with the import and export. That means through the coastal plains we mainly do the import and export things or the trade. So for these reasons plains are very much important. Next we will learn about the differentiate between the mountains and the plains. In your textbook page number 80, you can see that landforms and their impact on the life of people chart is given. That chart is very important. Why? Because from this chart question can come like that: differentiate between mountain and plain. Okay, so on to write the differences, you need to know this chart. Okay. Now students, we know that if we take the population density or the population, we will see that, or we can see that the mountainous regions are having less population density, where the plain regions are having more population or high population density. Okay. Next one is about the cultivation. Mountains do not support cultivation, so we cannot cultivate or we cannot yes, we cannot cultivate all type of crops in the mountainous region except tea, coffee, all these type of crops, but plain land support cultivation of all kinds of crops, right? Next one is, if you see the transport, to it is very much difficult to make the transport or to construct the roadways, then railways over the mountainous region, but it is very much easier to construct the roadways and railways, or airways. Though for airways we don't need any plain land, but to construct the roadways and landways, plain lands are very much suitable. Okay, next one is that in the mountainous region, the main occupation of the people are mainly handicraft, then tourism. Okay, tourism, handicraft, all these things are mainly common. But in the plain lands, the main occupation of the people are mainly agriculture, then industries, then trade. All these are mainly main occupations in the plain regions. Okay, so next one is about the industries. You can see that it is difficult to set up industries in the mountainous region because of its rugged topography and uneven or rough surface. But it is easier in the plain lands to set up the industries, because plain lands are having even and flat low lying lands. Okay, so now we have completed this chapter about the landforms. I have made a worksheet which I'll be sending you in WhatsApp group. So please do the worksheet and follow the instructions which are given. And if you face any problem, any doubt regarding today's lesson, please, you can ask me the questions, or you can clear your doubts in the WhatsApp group. Good morning, students, and thank you. Bye bye.